one of them, what do I call it? Dutch oven. Does she cook on them?
She does, and she even makes biscuits.
And anyway, my mother could make the best biscuits you ever eat out of one of them. And I seen her when we had a oven in regular cook stove, and when we had a fireplace, I've seen her fix them coals out there and put her biscuits in that big old Dutch oven and put the coals on top of the lid, you know. That was a big old thing. It's similar to
I know what they look like, yeah.
Only now, and we had this thing that she could hang the bean pot on, and it would swing out till she, you know, shake it out and everything.
Now, was that on an outside fire or an inside fire?
No, it was a regular fireplace in the house.
Yeah, you could do that in a fireplace.
My dad would bring in pieces of logs. It'd take a log about at least 4 foot, probably 5 foot long. Bring that log and lay it in there and put a bunch of small stuff front and back of it, and that would burn all night long.
Lou come out on the back porch to get some wood, and we was out there raking or doing something. I forgot what we was doing, and she hollered at me. And I asked her if she got those books, and she said yes.
Man, look at that. Good burn.
Nice.
Couldn't beat that if you tried, could you?
You remember, Reba, when we used to go down to Cold Lake and sleep on the ground?
Yep. And go camping and...
Not a bit afraid of snakes or...
Wasn't afraid of any man coming and getting you?
No, we'd fish, and we would hang a lantern at night out into the water.
Don't put any more in there, you know.
And the bad part of it, remember that, Mama? We'd hang the lantern over the water, and it would make the snakes would come up to the light. Now that did scare me. But we lubricated our fear with Budweiser.
You know, a long time back, before any of you kids really thought about it, me and Sis, JT, Gertie, and sometimes it'd be another one or two, we'd go to we call it Old Nubby Lake.
Hardly ever took Linda, though, did we?
No, she's such a little...
Well, she stayed with your mother.
And her mother was my mother, yeah. And we was using minnows. We'd seine them right there in that little creek, and then come right on over here to the old lake. But Gertie had lost a bait off, and she reached down she got a minnow out of the bucket and come up with it, and that snake struck it. And he missed it. Gertie dropped that. She dropped that minnow.
Probably peed in my pants.
I'll bet she did.